Please,
Okay,
I can't see this.
I've not started sharing the screen. I just asked, can anybody tell me what is a database? I've not started sharing the screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, James, let's hear you.
A database is a collection of a database is a collection of well organized data which could be accessible electronically.
Okay, good one. Another person.
So I think database is used for storing, managing, and organizing data in a system.
Okay. So basically, a database is an organized collection of data stored and accessed electronically, as James has earlier said. It helps in storing, retrieving, and managing data efficiently. Now, if I think there's a popular saying that data is the heart of every organization, and that is true. As an organization, if you don't have proper record of your activities, it will be hard for you to even make decisions. All right. For instance, if you are a school and you don't know the total number of students you have at that instance, I think it will not help the school to even allocate resources or manage the resources they have. All right. So database is very crucial for every organization. All right. So from that will now lead us to another concept. What's the difference between database and database design? Can anybody answer me?
Come again, please.
What is
Hello, sir.
data? Yes, what is database design?
Yes, database design is a structural application of um,
Database design is the act of designing and collecting data.
Okay.
I think
uh,
it's the design of the represent the relationship between the entities involved in the database.
Okay, Beatrice, what are entities?
which
hello.
and
Yes,
the
we can
data
hear
is
you.
being designed.
Yes, data design. I think I what I understand by it is a design that has properly arranged the data, mostly in columns and rows that can be easily understood by the user.
Okay, that's good one. So in essence, we are saying is a process of defining the structure, storage,
Yes.
and retrieval mechanism of a database. It involves the determining the tables, fields, and relationships. All right. You know, the intersection of rows and columns give out a cell. So each of
Yes.
the individual record is stored in a cell. All right. Are we together?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. So without wasting much time, let me share my slide before we start discussing so that we can have the basic overview of what we want to do. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, sir, we
Yes.
can see your screen.
You are seeing your screen.
Yes. I've shared this PowerPoint in our classroom. Are we done? Downloaded it?
Yes, sir, we
Have
have
we downloaded
downloaded
it?
it.
Exactly, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this class basically is introduction to database design with what case scenarios. So the objective is by the end of this lesson, you understand the basis of database design, including how to identify entities, create tables, establish relationship between tables using what real world what scenario. So let's move to the introduction. Now, we said what is a database? A database is an organized collection of data stored and accessed what? Electronically. Are we together? It was in
Yes, sir.
this instance where I gave a scenario using what? A school. As a school, you need to have proper record of your what? Students, or maybe exams or lecturers. Up to date information. Let me use that word, up to date information. Because if you don't have up to date information, it's not a database. For instance, if you want to know the total number of female students in your school at that instance, your database should be able to give you that information. All right. So it's an organized collection of data stored and accessed what? Electronically. And now we now move to what? Database design. Database design is the process of defining the structure, storage, and retrieval mechanism of what? Your database. Now, what this is saying is, for instance, database is just the technology we are using in storing. Now, the implementation part of it is what we call what? Database design. Are we together?
Yes.
The implementation part is what we call what? The database design. Now, in this database design, this is where we define the structure of how our database should look like, the storage mechanism, and the retrieval part of what? The database. This retrieval part simply refers to the way of what? Viewing that record. Are we together?
Yes.
And in our last class, we said there are four basic operations in what? Database. What are they?
The
They
create,
create, they read,
delete,
they update, and they delete.
delete.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Now, this retrieval simply refers to the what? The read operation. All right.
Yes, sir.
Good. So now we talk about what the key concept in database design. Table. What is a table? They say table represent what? Entities in the what? Real world, such as what? Customers, orders, or product. Can somebody give me an example? Can somebody give me an example?
A name,
No.
a
Student
bio data,
Customer ID.
Okay. Somebody says student. Yes.
bio,
records of students.
Faculty.
Or college.
Scores. Scores.
No. Now the definition
Says
says it represent what? Real world what? Entities. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Now farmers. A farmer is an entity. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
A car is an entity. Are we right? Are we together?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Mm, Please, who is that person, please? We have car is an entity, house is an entity. What again?
maybe animals like your
Good. Animal is an
goat.
entity.
Yeah.
Yes. So each table contains what? Rows. All right.
Yes, sir.
Now, and and columns, which is what? Now let me open my database and show you something. An example. Sorry. Just a minute. Okay, as it's opening, let's now they said in this place, they said each table each table contains what? Rows, which is what? Record. Now, what are record? We can say student record. Student record can contain student ID, matric number, department, course, right? So let's open this. Just hope it open. It's loading. Good. Let's come to this. Now, assuming this is we open this course table, all right? Now they say each row contains what? A record. This is a record from left to what?
Left to what?
Right.
Right.
So your screen is not sharing. Sorry.
It's static.
It's here now.
You might check your network. It's sharing.
So we said from left to right, when you open your database from left to right is what? A record. This is single record for a course. And here we have the course name, the course code, the credit unit, the level that, the semester, the department, the program, and what created that. Are we together? So from left to right is called what? Row. So let's go back again. And then they said, and columns contain what? Attributes. Now let's go back. Course name is an attribute for what? A course. Are we together? Credit course code is an attribute for a course. Credit unit is an attribute. Level is an attribute. So basically, attribute is simply refers to properties of what? An entity or characteristic of an entity. Are we together?
Yes.
Now, for instance, we can say, let's take human being as an entity. We have color. Human being have different colors of eye, right? Color of
Yes.
skin. Those are
Yes.
entities, and those are attributes. What uniquely differentiate a person from another person? We have a height, all right? Color of
Yes.
hair,
Weight.
Complexion.
yes, complexion, gender. Are we together?
Yes.
Now let's
Yes, sir.
take an example where customers. Customers is what? An entity, right? And that is a table name.
Yes, sir.
Now this might contain columns like what? Customer ID, the name of the customer, and what? The email.
Phone number.
Now in this example, what is an entity here? What is the entity here?
The customer is the entity.
Now what are the attributes?
Customer ID.
Customer
The
ID,
attribute
the
can be
name, and the email.
Even phone number.
possibly address.
Okay, good. Good, that's good. So are you now saying that every entity is now a table? Are we together?
Yes.
If we're in our last class, we were using my table. That my table now stores what? Staff information, because you can see the staff information, the region where the staff is from, and all of that. All right. Any entity is what? A table.
Okay.
All right. That's
Yes,
can you hear
sir.
me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Good. So that was why we said entity and there's database, and then we have entities. You can have multiple tables in your database, which are what? Entities. All right. So let's now move to the key concept. Last time we discussed what are primary. Did we discuss what is primary key?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Mr. Elvis mentioned it.
Mr. Who?
Mr. Elvis.
Mr. Nathaniel.
Nathaniel.
Yes.
Good. So primary key is a unique identifier for each what? Record in a table.
Which record is taken?
All right.
Yes, sir.
Now let's take the real world example. A human being. What uniquely differentiates a human being from another?
Name.
Yo, Mr. A can be Mr. A. I can be Mr. James. Another person can be Mr. James as well.
Yes,
Gender.
facial
Let's
look.
say
Facial
yeah,
look.
facial look.
The
No.
height.
Okay. Without wasting much time, do you know what is biometric? Thumbprint. Thumbprint. All right.
Yes, sir.
And then maybe in Nigeria, voter ID is supposed to be different from another person. NI
Internet.
All right. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Please, just a minute. Give me a minute, please.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Okay, we are back. Sorry for that break. Can you see my PowerPoint?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
So I think this slide is clear. We can move ahead, right?
Yes, sir, it's
Yes,
clear.
please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's clear. Yes, sir.
Okay, I want to ask a question. Can somebody think of an entity and then give me the attribute for it?
Come again.
Can somebody think of an
Sorry, the
entity
question
and
again,
give me
sir.
Can
Okay.
somebody think of an entity and give me an attribute for it?
Yes, sir. Student.
Okay, so let's
We have student's name.
Mhm.
We have either his class or his department level is there. His current whether CGPA.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, let's move to what is foreign key. What is foreign key?
I think foreign key. I think it's a primary key in another table.
So what is the purpose of foreign key?
A foreign key can be used to either access values of another
It's
either
used to link
entity.
two tables together. To link two tables.
Okay, that means if you have table A and the primary in table A can be a foreign key in table what? B.
Yes, sir.
It's just a way of linking what? Two tables
Two
together.
tables together.
For instance, you can have cost table. For instance, cost table, and we have cost ID, which is the primary key in the cost what? Table. That cost ID can now be, no, let's say, sorry, let me use a department. We have department ID, all right? That department
Yes, sir.
ID can now be a foreign key in what? Student table, because it's now linking a student, to what? A department.
Yes, it's understood.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. So, or in an instance where you have maybe we have council ward, we have local government, and then we have bio information of maybe people in a local government. You know, you have all the members ID, and you can link that. We have ward ID will now be a primary key in the ward table and be a foreign key in the ward biodata table, because you are linking members to what? Their ward. All right.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Yes, sir.
Good. And what foreign key help us is to reduce data redundancy. What is redundancy?
Repetition of
Kind of
data.
repetition.
Good, repetition, right? So that help us to reduce what? Repetition. Okay. So I hope that is clear. So here
Yes, sir.
we said a foreign key is a field in one table that links the primary key of another word table, establishing a relationship between the two tables. We have just explained that. So example, customer ID in the order table might be a foreign key linking to the word. If you want to track who orders, it is the customer ID that you stored in the order table that you can now be able to refer it back to the word customer table. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Good. So I hope this slide is clear. We can move ahead. Good.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
we're now
Alright.
coming to relationship. One to what? Many. In this example, a single record in one table can relate to multiple records in another table. All right. Now let's take the instance of customers and ID. One customer can have what? Multiple what? Orders.
Orders.
All right.
Yes, sir.
One
Yes.
customer can have multiple orders. Student can take multiple what? Courses. All right. Are we together?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
It's kind of like a polygamy. One man marrying many wives. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes,
So
sir.
we now move towards many to many. Multiple record in one table can relate to multiple record in another table. For example, a student can enroll in multiple what? Courses. Each course can have what?
Courses.
Multiple what? Students.
Students.
All together.
Yes, sir.
A student can enroll in multiple
Yes.
courses and a course can
Yes.
have multiple what? Students.
Students.
So we have learned one to many to many, and one to one. All right. Another example of one to one is
Yes.
one user can have only one what? Voter's ID.
Yes.
That means one record belonging to one what? Record.
Fine.
If you are not multiple. Now,
Okay.
our first scenario where we are looking at it is what? Online bookstore.
Online bookstore.
Now, before I come to this, if you are building an online bookstore, what are the entities?
Okay.
User.
You can have
Okay.
users. You can have books.
Uh-huh.
And then
Name of book.
let's say
Chat. You can have the chat.
ID.
Also,
No, I said entities are like tables, all right, that you store information about. Now, let me start with users. We have users table. The users table stores the information of what? The users
Users.
that want to what? Buy the book. All right.
Yes.
That is what an entity in a book what? So then we have books. That books table now store information about what? Books.
All the books.
Yes. Then the orders table stores what? The orders that the users have
The
what?
order.
Placed.
Order.
Yes. Now the order items table stores what? The order and who orders it.
Okay.
That is details of what each book within and what? An order.
Mm.
Then we have what? The shopping cart table. It temporarily stores what? Items to be what? Purchased. Now let's move back to what? Let's move back to now. If we are storing about user, for instance, we say with first entity is what? Users, right?
User.
Now, what information are we storing about the user? We have what? User ID, right?
User ID. Yes.
Name.
user
Which is
name.
a primary key. All right.
Yes.
Yes.
Because it's supposed to be unique. Then we have the name of the user. What again? The email,
Email. Phone number.
Address.
phone number. And one thing, if we are naming a field in a table, right? If you have more than one word like phone number, you can either separate with underscore or what common keys like this. All right.
Okay.
Don't use space.
Okay.
Sorry, why,
Alright.
sir? Why, sir?
All these things, we have rules that follows when you are naming it.
Okay.
And then we have what? What again?
Address.
Address.
Gender.
What again?
Gender.
Gender.
Marital status.
Then password. All right.
Okay.
So now let's move to what? Book entity. This book table now, you know, these are tables. We have this entity
Yes.
are what? Tables. All right.
Yes.
So here now in the book table, we have book ID,
The book ID.
which is what? PK. We'll be using primary key as PK.
Yes.
Then the
Name.
book title.
Sorry.
That.
And then the author of the book.
Author.
Price of the book.
Description.
Yeah.
Description.
And stock quantity. The quantity we have available.
Yes.
Yes.
Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now you see that in this case now like what we did in our last class, if we want to get the users in our bookstore that are married, you simply just go from maybe users where marital status equals to what? Married. So when you are retrieving information from the database, it's based on each of these what attributes.
Yes, sir.
You get. So that's why I want to take my time to
Yes.
explain this to you so that you can understand. If you want to get so let's start from users where gender equals to male. Now, if you want to get the number of the books that the stock are more than 20 in our store, you can just say, so let's start from books where stock quantity is greater than or equals to what? 20. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, another entity we spoke about was what? Orders, right?
Yes.
Now, in this order, what we have order ID, Abi,
The other ID. PK.
which is a primary key. What again? User ID.
User ID. Yes.
So now this time will now turn to what? FK. Let's call it foreign key as FK. Now you see that this foreign key is this one that is linking this table together.
Yes.
Because we want to know the user that have what ordered something.
Yes. Yes.
Is it clear?
It's clear, sir.
Good. Now we
I have a question, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, please, do we store images in a database?
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Like
Yes, you
this
can.
information
You can
you are
have
writing.
you can have user image.
What of the
All right.
maybe like cover of the book image? I don't know.
And you can add a book cover.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Good. Thank you for that observation. So we have user ID, then we have order date.
Order time.
And you know, this order date combine time and date.
Okay.
Then we have
Quantity.
and amount, total amount. All right. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good. So let's move to other items. Okay, in this place now we have other item what ID, which is what a primary key, right?
Mikey.
Yes.
Then we have other ID, which is what a foreign key to this other table. Are we together?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Then we have the book ID, which is also a foreign key, which
Yes.
map to what book table.
I can't see your screen.
Check your network.
So I can't see your screen. I can't see your screen.
Is a network. Is a network.
I'm just see. Okay. Yes, I can. I can see it.
So we have quantity and then price and purchase. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
So you see that we have primary key, foreign key. This other ID is referencing us to the other table so that we'll know what we ordered. The book ID is also referencing us to the book so that we know the book that the person has ordered.
Mm.
Then the quantity of what he ordered, and then the purchase price, because it might be that at the time he was buying, the book was 200 naira. Then later on, somebody now bought that book at 400.
Okay.
You get. And when you are building your database, be modular as possible. That is, be detailed as possible. All right.
Okay.
So let's do shopping carts.
Please mute your mic. Oh.
Yeah. So this shopping cart will have what? Cart ID, right?
Yes.
Then we have, which is what? Primary key, right?
Primary key.
Then user ID, which is what? Foreign key. Book ID is what?
Foreign key.
A foreign key.
Foreign key.
The quantity that he ordered. Because when you go to Jumia, for instance, to buy something, you know that you'll be adding something to cart. So that thing that you're adding to that basket is keeping track of the user that ordered it, the quantity of item you ordered. Then the item ID. All right. So in this case now, you see that we have now successfully designed the database for what? A bookstore. Now, if you want to get information about this bookstore, you can get it from here.
Secretary there. 100.
Please, who is that
This
person?
market. 100.
So now, any information you want to get about this bookstore, you can get it from here. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Assuming you want to know the books that are in that bookstore, you can now just say select some from what? Books. It will give you the total number of books you have. You get. If you want to see the orders, you use the order table. If you want to see the users available, use the word users table. Now, in summary, the users table store information about each word customers. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Books
We are
table
with you.
contains the information of books available for what? Sell. Now, when a customer places an order, the order details are stored in the what? Order table. Each order can contain multiple what? Books, which is details in the what? Order table. That is what? One to what? Many.
Sorry,
You
sir. You
say one
said
to what? I said each order can contain multiple what? Books. Each order can, for instance, a user can come and one user can come and buy one or two or three at the same time. Is it clear?
yes,
No,
sir. Yes,
sir,
sir.
your voice was low when you.
Okay, I said each order can contain multiple books, which are details in the order what? Items table. Is it clear now?
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Good.
Yes. Yes, it's clear.
Now the shopping cart table temporarily holds item until the customer completely what? Complete
Purchase.
the what? Purchase.
Purchase.
Good. So I think this bookstore scenario, if you have any question, you can ask before we move to another scenario.
Sir, okay, what was the situation? Okay, sorry. What
Ma, is
if
that okay?
the customer order then cancel? Will that information be stored somewhere?
Yes, it will be stored in this ordered table.
Like after ordering, then he cancelled this in the order.
Now, when you are canceling an order, now we didn't add something here. We can say order status.
Okay.
All together.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, when the user order has not paid, the status will be what? Unsuccessful.
Unpaid. Okay, okay,
Yes.
okay.
Let's say unpaid. Thank you.
Or
Now, when he
pending.
pays, okay, pending. Thank you. That's the right. Let's use that pending.
Thank you.
So when he now pays, it will now be what? Successful.
Successful.
So you can be querying based on where the order status is pending. That is when you know people that have ordered but are yet to be paid, that have cancelled. Or you can still even add another status, cancel. So this pending now is people that have ordered but have not paid. Now this
Okay.
cancel, they have ordered but they don't want to pay. They just click that cancel button. But you need to keep track of that for analysis sake so that you can know how many customers have cancelled their order in a month or in a year for analysis
Okay.
purpose.
Sir,
And
I
then
have a question.
yes.
Sorry, do we need an entity for purchases? Like everybody that's purchased something or
No, you can have this in order. So what you'll be querying
okay.
is based on the status.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
please, can you unpin your photo? Some of us have a small screen so that we can see clearly.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Can you see my screen now?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
it's okay now.
It's okay.
No question, please. Is there another question?
No questions.
So if I tell anybody to I will look for a problem, a case scenario, and give you to do it for me. I hope you do it for me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, don't worry now. We're
Oh,
analyzing like
oh,
5 problems today at this point.
we will try. We will try
Hello,
our
sir.
best.
Sir. Sir.
Yes.
Okay. This question might look different. In a database, maybe when you have like ID from primary this thing, ID, sorry, from 1 to 20. If you delete 17, will the number adjust automatically?
No, it will not adjust.
Okay.
Do you know why the database keep track of those information? What is deleted?
No.
For accountability purpose.
Accountability for.
Accountability purpose.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
No, okay, let me just move away from what you have been doing to explain something. You know, all this while we have been using a centralized information management system. All right. Information are stored in a central database, which was generally like uniquely identify Web2 systems, software that are built on Web2. But with Web3, what is called decentralized applications.
I don't know if it is my network. Your voice is cracking.
I said in Web3, we have what is called decentralized applications, which are called dApps applications. All right. Information are stored in blocks.
Okay, sir.
Some of you are just on your this thing for nothing. Please, if you are not speaking, and put off your mic. Put off your mic. That is what is disturbing our teacher.
Okay, thank you for that observation. So I said, you know, in Web2, information were stored. Usually, information are stored on a central database. Please, who is this person now? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Hear you.
Now, let me use an instance. For instance, a bank. You know, when a bank network is down, you cannot access any of those bank services during that time.
Yes.
Abuja or anywhere, because they don't have access. Maybe due to maybe network downtime or maybe any other thing that you can imagine. That is, the information is stored on the central database. For instance, if your balance in Makodi is 100 naira, if you go to Lagos, your balance will be there like that. That means it's a central database. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
With Web3, I know some of you might have some. Yes.
But is there any way that we can do it so that we can adjust in another way around or not?
Now, you know, one thing about technology is they build something and then another version comes that tackles some challenges that we're encountering. Because since 2020 or 2021 when Facebook was down, all right, many companies began to think that, okay, assuming Facebook was down for like a whole month, will our businesses go down? Then people now started thinking outside the box, where they started building product on Web3. For instance, if my information is stored on a block, we call it decentralized applications, which are dApps application. If, for instance, a block is down, another block can actually pick, which has the same information that block that is down has. So there'll be nothing like downtime. And then once you store an information in a block, you cannot delete it. That's why most platforms, most companies will be saying, let's move into blockchain. Let's build our product on blockchain. All right. To make all this, to solve all these issues we have. All right. Wouldn't it be nice if you go to a bank and they do not tell you there's nothing like network downtime? Anytime you want to perform a transaction, it will go seamlessly. It will be nice.
Is that the same thing with cloud storage? Are you referring to cloud storage? Are you referring to cloud storage? Yes, sir.
Cloud? No. Yes, sir. Cloud storage is also a centralized database management system. Even clouds, they go down at times. Now, what we are trying to say is for you to store your information without having any external interference like internet connectivity, human interference. Because for instance, assuming you wake up tomorrow and Amazon said, okay, we don't want to do cloud services again, and they close up their company, what happens to your data?
It goes
To
down.
vanish, to lost.
It will be lost, or you have to look for another cloud service provider like AWS to go to. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
So when you are
Yes, sir.
building your data, that's why, and then you need to have big backup. That's why they say, that's why you see some servers that will have backup 1, backup 2, backup 3. Now let me shock you guys. Let's come to NYC portal. Are you posting my site here?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
You
We
see,
can
we
start.
have,
So I hope this class is recording.
yes, it's recorded. Now, assuming, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can hear
We
you.
can hear you.
Now, you see portal.nyc.gov.org.ng/NYC1. This is server. Now, when you hit it /home, you see 1. Assuming I want to change this into 2. It will still give me the same what information. I want to change it to 3. These are servers. So let's change it to 4. I think there are up to 7 servers that they have as backup servers. So assuming if server 1 is down, they can actually switch to server 2 that will contain the same information without having downtime. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
So you as a database designer,
Yes,
you need to have all these backup
yes,
strategies.
we're there.
Yes. For instance, even government organization now, they are moving into, they are having database designers because everything now is done. Which word will I use? Everything in the organization is now being automated. That's why there's a need for them to have a database designer and a programmer. All right. So you need to have up this backup strategy because you cannot guarantee 100% for a server because a server can just wake up and crash. Just like your system. You might use your system now and in the next 1 hour, it's not on again. And you know that servers is just like somebody has a big computer somewhere where they are like allocating memory to everybody that buy it and then they are hosting the application on. It's a normal computer that you have, or with higher configuration. Right?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, sir. Interesting. Sorry. Okay, ask. But that are the process
You said?
that having access to more than one server to your website affect the cost of hosting.
Yes. Now you can have more than one server, but you know it's cost. Another cost again. You need to look at the cost side of it. Because assuming you are paying $10 every month for a server, if you are buying another server, you need to be paying $10. That means you are paying like $20 for a server itself. All right. But for what? Your information to be what? Secured. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, we are with you.
Good. So I think we are done with this online bookstore. Can you guys see it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, sir, I have a question.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Okay, so concerning this server, assuming you are using like 2 different servers, and let's say you are hosting your site.
Yes.
How can you link it so that any information entered on this site will be available in the other one? Or is it that when you host it, like when you connect your database to your site, is it that it will automatically be stored in both?
Okay, a very good question. I think that
Sorry,
is kind of like
answer
an
that question.
yes, if you can answer it, please.
Yes, on my thinking, you see, unlike me, when we were like learning college role and the rest of the in fact, precisely colored draw. There is a way if we like design something. The normal page when we came together or when we came back to open the page, you will see a backup, something like backup. And the backup too, when you open it,
Yes.
you will still see what you
have worked on the same part.
you did in the first page.
Yes.
You understand? So I think it's almost the same with the bookstop you are saying something about. So I think it shouldn't be confused to that person.
Thank you for that wonderful picture you have just painted, because that is the same thing. But you know, in software development, have you heard of the word DevOps engineers?
Yes, sir.
DevOps engineer, you have heard of the word, all right? Now,
Sorry,
another word is, have you heard of DevOps?
Okay.
DEVOP. S. DevOps.
Yes, I.
This word, DevOps.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We've heard of it.
Good. Now, most of this backup strategy, you do it at the end, because you see, most of these backups sometimes are done in the night. It's just like you go to that server, you extract that database, and then keep it on another server. It's just like you copy a file from your system and then store it in an external hard drive. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yes, it's clear. It's
Good.
clear.
It's clear now.
Good. So those are the now our case 2. We are talking about student management information system. Class. Can you guys give me entities for the student management information system? You know, this is another table, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Somebody give me the first entity.
Screw it up. Screw it
So you've
up.
written management wise.
Screw it ahead. Yes, you can see it clear.
So you've written management
data.
wise.
Management is written twice.
I say you've written management wise.
Okay, thank you. Please give another scenario, please.
So talk about school management table.
Student management information system.
Student management information system. Okay, so for the student management information system, first on the list we'll have the student ID. That's the student's name.
Please, student name is not an Please, student name is not an
Bell data. Bell data.
What I'm asking you guys,
Sorry.
I'm not talking about grade. What I'm simply asking is the tables. The tables.
Okay, first we have names. We have mark.
Have names.
No, the table
You have
tables.
tables.
Courses. We are going to packages and everything.
We have courses. We can have, let's say, grade or classes.
Okay.
Level.
What?
Level.
This is grade now.
No, sir. Level is with different grade. I think so.
You said?
Level.
So like level is different from the
100
tree.
level, 200 level, 300 level, 400 level.
Level before the grade.
Courses. Okay, written courses level.
So year of enrollment.
No, mode of entry. Maybe WAEC.
No. People are mistaking attributes. People are mistaking attributes. Please, who is that person that connected with devices?
Enrollment.
Lute, why do you connect with two devices and join the call?
No, I'm not with two devices.
Boy,
It's only one.
echoing.
No, I'm not with two devices. It's only one.
Show off your mic. You only speak when you speak.
Okay. We have enrollment. What thing?
Academic record.
No. You people are mistaking tables to attributes. Attributes are properties about a student. What people are mentioning is properties about a student and properties about a course or a level.
So what of assessment?
Yeah. Sir, you can have lecturers. You can have lecturers also.
Yes.
Attendance.
What next?
Assignment too.
I think this is okay.
Assessment.
Assessment is there now. No need for assignment.
Assignment again, yeah.
Okay,
I think
so
the
let's
table
start.
is okay.
Okay, let's start breaking it down. So let's go to student table.
Okay.
So what information
ID.
are we going to? Student ID.
ID, which is primary.
Student ID.
Student's phone number.
Age.
Email address.
Who is that person?
Local government.
State.
Language. Language.
State.
Which one is language? You know.
Student name.
States.
Religion.
I think
Gender.
under the student level should be there, like the property of the student.
The registration number of the student.
Student program. Yeah, student program. So that's
course. Program. Of course.
Session.
Duration.
Date of birth.
The level for
current level.
Student current semester.
Duration.
Yeah,
Program
semester.
duration.
Gender.
Current duration. Course duration.
Now,
then
you know one thing.
Okay.
Proof is whether paid, pending, or
Hold on.
successful.
Just hold on. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, this student course, all right, can be foreign key that are linked to what? Course table. So, you know, every course has a duration. All right.
Yes, sir.
Now, I told you guys that when you are building the database, make it modular as possible. Don't try to repeat information that is not table. Now, if we are collecting information about a course, we have course name, duration for that course. All right. Then the department that is under. All right. So if you come and repeat level here and the duration here, you are having the duration in places. Because you can just simply use this ID and get a level from this course. Is it clear?
It's clear, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think this all for
Sorry, sir.
students for now.
There is no light here, and my assistant is like going on. So that please send the attendance list that I can fill it up.
I'm not going to release my attendance list for now. Is your phone still going down?
Hey, sir. Yes, it's my assistant like going down.
Your phone too is going down.
No, my phone did not charge, please. Please, sir, you can help me.
I'm not going to release the attendance now because we are not yet done.
Hey,
who is that person? Let me see the person first.
Isaac, sir.
Isaac, you are 603.
Yes. Sorry, sir. Please don't release it on sake of me.
I've not your name. You are here. Ushahumba. You can go.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. But I hope, please record the video so that I can watch it after here.
After here, I'll upload this video to that YouTube channels. Then I will send the link to our group.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So, I think this is all for the student for now, Rabi.
Yes.
Yeah, we can put
Yes, sir.
like,
You can put it. Okay.
please, who is this person now? Who is this person now? Please, let's try to organize ourselves, please. We are all matured, please. Okay, so let's take course now, please. Are we together?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Course table.
Course ID.
Course ID.
Which is what the primary key, right?
Yes. Course title.
Course code. Faculty.
Course title.
Credit unit. Okay.
Faculty.
Course title.
We already have course name.
Course lecturer.
No, don't put a lecturer here because don't limit. After then, we are supposed to have a table called what? Course lecturer. That's taught the course to lecture.
We can put course code.
And there's course code here now.
Course code is there.
How about course duration?
Duration time.
No, now we're mistaking something. You know, we have programs, we have courses. So we're supposed to have programs. So instead of this student course, it's supposed to be student program.
Okay.
All right. So the duration will come under the program because from the program that you know the duration the student is supposed to stay in school. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
So let's pick this program and then deal with it first. So here now we have what? Program ID.
ID means program name.
Program name.
Program duration.
Then department ID.
Yes.
Which is what? This will be what? The primary key. This will be what? A foreign key.
A foreign key, yes.
So from here now, you see that as we are doing now, more things are coming up. So here now, we now have department. So here now we now have department table, all right?
Yes, sir.
Then department ID,
ID. Department
department
name.
name. All right. So this guy here now will now be a primary key. All right.
Yes,
That will
sir.
be linked to this table here. So
Yeah.
from here now, once you know the student program, you can know the department that is under. All right.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So let's move to the next one, which is what is the next one? Level. But we have level ID, right?
Yes, sir.
Then level title. What again?
I think that is all we need for now.
That's all, Adi.
Yes, for now. Yes.
So let's move to
Enrollment.
Is it complex?
No, sir. It's okay.
Yes.
Good. Is it complex?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me hold and pen something for you. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
can
sir.
you
Now
say?
let me use a layman example. Assuming they tell you to fill a form, all right, or design a form where users will fill their information. For instance, if I'm collecting information about banks in Makodi, what and what do you need to collect from the banks?
Yeah, please come up with the question again.
Assuming you as a database designer, they employ you that, okay, Benue State government now employed you, okay, please, I need all the comprehensive information of banks in Benue State. All right. What information how are you going to design the form? Is it not want to collect the bank name?
Yes.
The
To
bank name,
collect the
the
address
bank
of
address.
the manager of the bank, the ward that the bank is under,
Their employees.
and number of staffs. Good.
And then internal departments, if possible.
Good. So it's just like that's what you are trying to do here.
Okay.
Yes, I understood.
So it's not something hard. So let's move. We have enrollment ID, which is what primary key, right?
Yes, sir.
And one good thing again, this student reg number. Where's student reg number here? Is what unique because no student is supposed to have reg number twice.
Yes.
The same. It's kind of like matric number.
Yes, sir.
So we have student ID, which is what?
A foreign key.
Which table?
From the student table.
Good. Then we have the course ID, which is what?
A foreign key as well.
What?
The course table.
The cost table.
Then enrollment what? Date.
Enrollment date.
Now, I'm not going to analyze this to you guys. Let's do this one. Let's do attendance.
Okay.
Okay. Now tell me what position?
Serial number.
Who said serial number?
I'm the one, sir.
Don't use serial number. You can say attendance ID, which is what? A primary key.
Yes.
Attendance name.
Now, who can tell me there's one thing similar among this table? Any of the primary keys carrying the name of that table, then ID. Are you guys seeing it? In enrollment, we have enrollment ID.
Yes, sir.
You see it?
Yes.
So, what next again? User ID, which is what? A foreign key, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
The course ID, for which we took that attendance
ID.
for.
User
what again?
ID or student ID.
No, that is the user ID now.
Date of attendance.
Okay, student
The
ID.
student ID. Yes.
Thank you for that observation. Then we have what again?
Date of attendance.
Date.
Attendance date.
Attendance date.
All right.
This
So, we
time.
have done for what? Huh?
Duration.
No, duration doesn't matter for attendance.
Okay.
Then the next one is student attendance status. Status.
No, once your record is in this table with this date, that means you are present. People that their record are not in, they were not present.
Okay.
You know, one thing about database is kind of just automating. It's like if your name is not on that attendance list, you are not in class. Simple as that. Even when you are writing names on the attendance list. All right.
Yes, sir.
Good. So I think I will stop for this one. You guys will do course lecturer and lecturer and what assessment.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Will you drop this file for us?
People need the file.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
We
sir.
need it.
Yes, sir. For reference purposes, sir. Just to learn.
Okay. Okay, now let's go to what we know. Let's jump to that blogging platform.
All right.
Is that how they used to pay blogging? What is the first entity?
The name of the blog.
No, now. Why put disappointed?
Users.
Another one.
Tables.
Post. Comments.
Likes.
What? Yeah?
Likes.
Likes.
Who is this person now?
Subscription.
What again?
Delete. Email.
No, now. Okay, from here now. From this users table, store information of the what? Users. This post, keep information of what? Post. Comment, keep information of what? Comment. Likes, keep information of what? Like. And subscription, keep information of what? Subscription.
Out of saves. There's also shares.
Like, can you hear me?
Also the share table.
Can you hear me?
Yes, share and save.
That like should be reaction because it might be like, love, different. Likes.
It's likes. We generalize likes. Please leave this person now. What's this now? What's this now?
Thank you very much.
Please let's see here, please. If you are in a noisy place, please mute your mic. So let's say subscription.
We also have dislike there too.
Huh?
I think we have dislike too.
This can be termed as reactions. So reaction status can be like,
Love, different type of emojis.
but let's put our own for like, because we can only like a comment. Let's put it like.
Okay.
Always able to understand, yes.
So this user table, what are the information for the user?
User ID.
User ID.
Username.
Username.
With this is what?
User email.
Primary key.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Email.
Username too should be what? Unique.
Yes.
Email. Password.
Phone
Date of
number.
birth.
Last name.
Date of birth. Address.
Gender.
State, nationality.
Country.
All right.
State.
So let's stop. Eh?
Yes, it's there already. I want to call state.
Okay, so let's move to
Skin
post.
color.
No. What do you need
No.
skin color for blogging to do?
So you can add date
If
of
you racist.
registration.
Bros, you know be racist now. What be skin color?
So let's move to post. In this post, we have what? Post ID,
Post ID.
which is a primary word.
Key.
Then the
Post
user that made that post.
The image.
Title.
Then title. Content.
Dates.
Post media.
Cover image.
Post media.
Which is post media, cover image.
Okay.
Date.
Date created.
Yes.
Does size matter, sir?
Size as in.
The size of the image. Post.
No. So we can have status.
So I think we should have a.
You know, suppose when they upload it, it can be pending and then approved.
Yes, sir.
Or draft.
I think they should have a type of post that we categorize it into maybe political kind of post, religious kind of post, and something like that.
Good. Now, thank you for that. Before this, we have category table.
That should be category.
Then category
Yes.
ID. Then category title. All right.
So somebody is making noise.
So this category.
So Joseph, your mic.
So we have category ID, which is a foreign key to this category what table, because this category can be politics, business, and all of that.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Are we together? Good.
Yes.
Even under that users,
So
I
what the
think
next
there
table?
should be role, maybe an admin or
Good. Thank you, Ro. Thank you for that.
Okay, so on that post,
Thank you for that.
this post table now, I think we have featured image, and then we have meta description,
Yeah,
something
meta
like that.
description.
Yes.
Separated by commas.
Yes.
But I think this covered image is the future image now.
Okay, so yes.
So let's use the word that will convert down future image.
Yes.
Are we together?
And then
Yes.
keyword.
And that is meta descriptions.
Oh, so it's different from meta description.
And this meta description is strictly for SEO. So for instance, if you put maybe AB user, maybe that's the what they are recently searching, that's what is training currently, and you add it in your meta description. I think this meta description and the one you said is basically for SEO. Is it not for SEO?
Yes, yes, for SEO.
Search engine optimization.
Yes.
See, one thing about database design, make sure you have a database that is not big but accomplish what you want. So let's move to comments.
Sir.
Yes.
What I hope if you like this designing now, if you design your database like and you forgot some stuffs, maybe along the line you can still update your database, like design everything back, like to add some things later.
Yes, you can add a column.
Okay, thank you.
That's why before tomorrow you will see your grouping. We have every group has 10 members.
Okay.
So inside that 10 members, you come up with a project that you want to do. You design the front end for me. After then, you do the database design. Then when we enter programming,
So for the case of those who are online, are we free to create a WhatsApp group?
WhatsApp group for what?
For the group.
For the groups. Assignment,
Yes,
if you're in a particular group, you can create.
yes, you can after we have done the distribution.
Okay, sir.
But it should only be Benutech related, tech skill related matters for that group,
Yes, sir.
only.
Yes, sir.
So the comment, what we have comment ID. We have the post ID for which that comment was made.
user ID.
Good. User ID,
Content.
which is foreign key.
Yes.
And then user email.
Who is saying user email? I think that's all.
Yes.
So let's move to likes.
What of the username, sir?
User ID can actually link you back to the user table. You can get a username from there. We say foreign key is a way of linking us to another table now. Is that not what you said?
Yes.
So why do you want to repeat information again? You can just store the user ID. Anything you want to get about that user, you can use this user ID to link it back to the user table. Because now here we have like ID, which is what? Like, who is this person now? So we have like ID, which is the primary key. We have the post ID and the user ID that like.
User ID is a foreign key.
Yes. Is it clear?
It's clear.
Yes, sir.
If you should ask me a question, let's pause and answer questions now.
Okay, sorry. Can I?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Under that comment, in some posts, especially Facebook, if you want to make comments, if you make comments with maybe image, some other GIF file, all those stuffs. So
Can you see what I have highlighted here?
Comment contents.
You see it?
Yes.
So it can be image, it can be text, it can be that GIF you are talking about. Another question.
Okay, I have a question too.
Okay, you can, please.
Okay, so is how you design your database that your interface too will look like?
Exactly. Now, thank you for that question, Mary. If you look at this place now, let's use this for instance, this post. All right.
Yes.
You know, in your form where you are typing this post ID now, you know it will be coming from a form. This will be an input, this an input, this is select, because category will be much.
Yes.
This will be an input, this will be an input, this will be an input type will be what? Image. This will be date time start. The status it will be drop down because you need to be updating the status. It's a drop down. Then the meta description is also an input. So these fields are like input from the form. Same here. Are we together?
Yes.
Yes.
So, I still have another question.
Okay, please go ahead. Yes.
For the foreign key, are you still going to provide an input field for that, or the database will automatically fill the, as in occupy the field, the cells, or how I want to put it, for you when it comes to the primary key, the foreign
Okay,
key?
let me use an example of what you have here. Now, you know, in a form, you know, when you log in for this post, you will not allow the user to select who is making the post. You know, when we get to PHP, there's what we call session. The system will automatically detect who logged in and then pick the person ID.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Now, for this post ID, you know, introduction, maybe how to make bread. Maybe that's the title of the post. But you know that post has an ID.
Yeah.
So what you are picking, you now pick the ID, not the write-up itself. You know, in your input field, there's what we call value attribute. I think we'll learn it in HTML. Value attribute. So in that value attribute, you are getting the post ID. Then you are now sending it because what you send to database is what is stored in the value.
Okay.
So, another question, please. Are we good?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Me, I'm good.
Please, if you don't understand, ask so. Mr. Joseph, do you want to say something?
No, it's okay. I'm good.
So I still want to ask question.
Okay, ask.
Each table is having an ID. So the ID will generate by the database or is by who?
Okay, now there are two ways of doing this. All right. There are two ways of doing it. There's what we call auto increment, where the database generates that ID for you. All right.
Yes.
So it's better for you to allow the database to generate it for you.
Okay.
So you use auto increments. So when it comes, database will automatically look for the last number, last bigger number, and then add one to it.
Okay. Okay. Understand.
Yes. So for instance, you know, in some company, people are smart, they'll go and delete a record in the middle. Once you delete it,
See those points.
there'll be a missing there that database will track that for you. Because there are some systems that when you build, maybe in an organization where there's a lot of fraud and then maybe money is missing, they will say, let's go and ask the database designer, the one that remove our money. So you at your own end, you have to also put measures in place to track fraud as a database designer. All right.
Yes, sir.
Good. Another question.
Yes, sir. I would like to ask, is it that anybody at all can enter into any database he wants to? I said, is it that anyone at all can enter into any database the person wants to?
No. Now, okay, let me show you guys something. I think when you are okay, let me show you guys a system, something I just did. Sorry. Please let me just go to a hand. You see this config file that I have?
Yes.
Now, every database has a username, has a password, and then the database not interact. So if we didn't provide the password and the database, you can never interact with that database.
Okay. Okay.
It's kind of like, okay, everybody has an email, but you must enter your correct email address and password to access that particular email.
Okay.
So are we?
Excuse me.
Yes.
So, not taking you back, but can we write a code? For instance, I want to give just an instance.
Yes.
When I was in BSU, I had a course, my matric number as BSU slash PSY, that is psychology slash 14, and then my matric number 2789. Now, can you write a code for the primary key to generate for, let's say you are building some website like that for a database for BSU. Can you write a code, no matter how long it may be, but can you write a code to generate a matric number for each student in BSU?
Yes.
Okay, but the only thing will just be long.
Now, do you see this line of code here? Do you see this line of code here?
Yes, sir.
Now, this ID, I'm getting it from the database. You see this ID, I'm getting it through session.
Yes, sir.
Now, this Benway test key 2024 / the ID. So if you have printed the ID card, you see on your ID card, we have best text as 24, then the ID is unique for everybody.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, I have it.
You remember?
Yes.
So
Yes,
this
sir.
is the logic that is generating this reg number, is the system that is generating it.
That's right.
Okay. All right, sir.
Now you see, this is SQL. Last time we say insert into, this is students table, right? If we're in
Yes.
our last class, this is it. So
Yes, sir.
I've generated this thing before I want to insert it into this database called what? Student. So we are mixing PHP with what?
SQL.
SQL.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now with um, let me what is this? Select star from student where email is this and phone number equals to this. Is it not
Email.
SQL query?
Is SQL.
And
Yeah,
this is
yes, sir.
PHP. Good. Some of you, if you want to go on, because some of you were trying to go and upload your details again, the system will tell your record has already been what? Updated.
Updated, yes.
Updated. Yes.
Mhm. Another question. Okay, so let's analyze the last scenario before we call it a day. Are we together?
Oh, sir, excuse sir.
Yes.
Sorry, I have a student with me here that tries log. He doesn't have an Android phone, but he's listening with me. But can he finish and take the attendance with me still?
Yes. What is his name?
All right. Totu Lubem Elijah.
Okay.
He logged in earlier.
Okay. So
Thank you, sir.
the last one is employee management system. Employee what?
Management system.
So what is the first entity that we are going to collect?
Employee.
Employee. Next one.
Employee ID.
No. We're taking tables now.
Salary.
Okay.
We can take department.
Date. Date of employment.
No.
You can have job specification. Okay.
You see this thing, just think of what again?
Employees attendance.
No.
Okay, attendance. All right. I think that's all, right?
I think it should be payroll.
Payroll.
We have salary there now.
We have salary. You are using civil service term. Okay, let's start with employee table.
Employee ID.
Which is what?
PK. Employee name.
First name.
Address and phone number.
Last name, phone number, address.
And you know one thing? Be collecting information that is related to what these people want to achieve. Date of employment.
Department.
Which is department ID.
FK.
Right?
Qualification.
Good qualification. What
Gender.
grade level?
Grade level.
Grade level ID.
And then department ID.
Marital status.
Department ID.
We have captured that already.
Address. Okay.
What again? Date of employment. Date of last promotion.
Address, contact address.
We have
Next of kin.
we already have email and phone number.
Next of
kin.
King name and what phone number. Which is next of king. Next of
phone number. Next of kin contact.
That's phone number now. Or next of kin address. All right.
Next of king address and phone number.
And we have added it now.
Yes.
How about signature?
Salary amount. That's that signature. Let's be using digital identity. Let's do BVN number.
Yeah.
And then NIN.
Passport.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So in this name of king, the way you write the name of king, name, and the way you write this date of birth, I think it should be the same thing. The way you speak underscore between date of birth, the underscore there should be indicated in this next of king. What do you think, sir?
Okay, this one. Which?
Next of kin.
This one.
Between
Yes,
of and kin.
Yes, underscore.
Okay, all right. Like this?
Yeah.
Okay. Like this, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So and then date created. All right. Then we need to put religion so that we want to know number of our employees that are Muslim and Christians, or like that.
Yes.
Because somebody can just say, okay, I want to know the number of people that are Muslim in your organization, number of people that are Christian. It's your job as a database designer. So go and give them. Don't tell them that we don't have the record. It's very bad. That's why you as a database designer, you need to be thinking outside the box. Even what you don't need at that time, think ahead of the management.
Excuse me, sir.
How about year of retirement?
Excuse me, sir. Hello, sir.
No. Yes.
This regarding to this religion.
Yes, I can. Yes.
We should when design such a thing, they should indicate others because there are other religion apart from Christian and Muslims. Okay.
Now, do you know one good thing about this thing? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Now, this is just what they did from the front end that went here. The front end engineer is now supposed to put those lists of religions.
Okay.
This one is just holding the value that comes from the data from the front end. All together.
Yes, sir.
Good. So let's proceed. What is another one again? department. So we have department ID, department name.
Excuse sir. Regarding to this employee ID, what can we indicate the blood group of the employer in case of emergency case?
Yes, in case, yes, blood group.
Okay.
Head of department.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Regarding to this employee ID, what about level of qualification?
We have qualification here.
Okay, all right. Okay. Thank you, sir.
So we have a head of department name. That's the head of that department. And then contacts, which is phone number, contact phone number for that department. All right.
Employees.
Then total number of
employees.
No, we cannot even do that. We can query this database to know the number, use these things to query the number to get the number of employees for each department by this ID. Right? So we have job roles table. We have job role ID, which is what? A primary key. Job role and job role description, right?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
We didn't indicate the primary key for the department table.
Okay. Yeah, we've done that. So we need to add job role ID. So we'll know what the user is doing in that organization. All right?
Yes.
We have grade level ID here. So we have grade level table, grade level ID, and grade level name. All right. Grade level was code. All together.
Yes.
Is the grade level names the same thing with grade level number? Should it be name or number?
No, like this grade level name can be grade level step 1, level 16. They will write it in full and then come and write the short code.
Okay.
Like GR1, L2, something like that. So we have already linked that to this here, and then attendance. Attendance is still the same thing in this table we have for attendance here. This.
Yeah.
You see it. So here now we what? Employee ID. Attendance date. You see it.
So please,
So,
I have a question.
Okay, you can ask.
I know the question I would ask is outside what you are learning now, but sir, do you type in this on your computer? Sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
Like what you are typing on the screen for us to see. Are you typing on on your computer?
Yes.
You are so fast.
I'm fast.
Oh no.
I'm just wondering. That's what I'm just saying, because the way I want to be, it's a good thing, sir.
It's not fast. It's very okay. Okay.
But it's not my number.
Okay. Now, some of you might be asking, how am I thinking to get all these fields like this? All right. Like if I call maybe job role, I might be able to know what the field will be. All right. It's not magic. All right.
Okay.
It's practice. It's practice. All right.
Yes, sir.
So I will advise you guys, go to different websites, look how they collect information. Or thank you, before I forget. Now, in our, how many of you were around when I went to the center last 2 weeks?
I was there.
You were there. I spoke about system analysis and design. Who was there also? I spoke about it. Now,
Yes.
before you build a system, there's what we call client engagement. They will give you the forms, they collect information. Like, like if you go to maybe Ministry of Finance, if they employ a new person, there's a form they give the person to fill. All right.
Yes.
Now it's from that form that you can now be able to design your database.
We understood.
So, for instance, if you finish from maybe the HR department, I think they're the one that when they enroll somebody, they take care of the person. When you are done from the HR, you can now go to the accounting department. They will give you their document, how they collect their information. So you as a database designer, you come and sit down, analyze it, and then convert it into what? A database. Any question?
Yes, sir, I have a question.
Okay, please go ahead.
Okay, so from what you're saying, that means if like we will have a work like we are supposed to design a website for a particular firm. The back end person, the database engineer, does the work first before giving to the front end. Or if you are not a full stack, who works first?
Now, this is how it's done. All right.
Okay.
When you are going to meet your clients, for instance, maybe you are going to the firm, you ask them, okay, for instance, you want to build booking appointment system. What information do you want to collect from the users that will be coming to your organization to book? They will not give you that form. So once they give you that form, you now come back and come and sit with your front end guy and your back end guy and your database designer to analyze these informations together.
Okay. Okay.
So as you are writing your back end code, the front end guy is also writing his code. Because when they sit, the back end guys will say, okay, the back end engineer will say, okay, this is what I want. The front end guy will argue because it's only an expert in his own field that can tell you what is doable and not.
Yes. Yes. It's clear.
So you have to, there should be an engagement of both parties. Anybody that is involved in that project, you should engage everybody. Don't leave anybody outside or in the dark.
Okay.
Another question, please. No other question.
Yes, sir. No question.
Okay, so I will share this link to this class on in our classroom, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I've shared the PowerPoint already. So once I upload the link, this video to that YouTube, I will share the link to you guys so that you guys can go through the video anywhere you are confused.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. What of this thing you are writing on the MS Word?
Thank you. I'm going to share the document now.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay.
And then
Well done,
in
sir.
our next class, thank you. In our next class, We are not going to do this theory again. We are going straight to be converting this code we have here, like the analysis we have done now, to implement it in a database system. That's my SQL.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
So that's why I always used to emphasize, please don't miss any of our classes. Please.
Sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. There's a video on your YouTube link that I visited that talks about creating a to-do list.
Yes.
Okay, I tried to replicate it, but the problem I had was it's the only JavaScript part of the program you wrote. The CSS and the HTML parts, I didn't see it. I don't know how to get along with it.
Are you seeing my screen?
I can see
This is
your
what
screen,
I'm
sir.
typing.
Yes, I'm seeing https github.cat4g/lab equal
Do you see
to
what I've opened
repository.
now?
Yes, a cheat up profile.
You see to-do list?
Yes, I can see it.
If you went through that YouTube video, I added this link to that YouTube. Once you open it, you see this styles.css.
Yes, sir.
This is a CSS code I've written for that project. This is a CSS code here.
Okay, sir.
When you click on to do HTML, this is the HTML part for it. Then to do
Okay,
JS,
sir.
this is the JS part for it.
Okay, sir. So, sir, how can I have a
Some of you are
pull request from your GitHub?
Yes, you can. I notice some
So
of you
how?
don't go through that YouTube channel. Why I do most of those videos is we don't have much time. So I do those videos to upload, because if you go through the video and you have any challenge, ask me.
Okay, sir. So, sir, please, how can I have a pull request on from your GitHub repository?
It's simple now.
I don't think you necessarily need to pull.
You see this list?
Okay.
You see this? When you click on it,
Yes, sir, I do.
do you see this? When you copy this guy, I have different branches here.
Okay, sir.
So when you come here, maybe you open your GitHub, your Visual Studio Code, open terminal.
Okay, sir.
Then maybe you do git clone.
Okay,
Then
sir.
you paste that link.
Okay, sir.
You know, you paste it link and hit enter to clone that thing on my system.
Okay, sir.
Then you now need to check out the branches that you are in. All together. Let me
Okay,
show you
sir.
something.
I'm
Let me show you
loving
something.
this.
When was the last time I did? Okay. Oh, okay. So this is another tutorial for this role. So when you open this guy here, who is that? So now when you do git branch -a, you see all the branches I have. Currently I'm on what? To-do list. This is the branch I'm on. If I want to check out to main, git check out what? Maybe table. I want to go to the branch called table. This thing I've now switched. Do you see this thing I switched?
Yes, sir. I've seen it.
So if I want to go to do, I'll do git checkout. So when you clone, you have to check the branch and then check out of the branch that you want to see information inside. Git checkout.
Okay, sir.
So I'm now back into that branch again, but it's still the same project folder.
Okay, sir.
Any other question?
Attendance, sir.
So your own problem is attendance. Let me ask you guys a question.